Brian Harmon's your Open Championship winner. I never thought I'd hear myself say that, but that's where we're at. Akshay did win the Barracuda for us, but we're going to obviously talk about the big story first with Harmon winning the Open. Did you ever think that would be the case?
This pod is famously known for I'd rather fist my own ass than bet Brian Harmon at 14-1. So no, I didn't think that fucking midget would ever win the fucking Open. Never mind a major. Oh, that little hobbit fuck. I fucking hate Brian Harmon so much.
Yeah, but I mean, like we talked about this after it happened. The Open is the major where things like that can happen.
It is. Oh yeah. That's why I love Augusta the best, because it always brings the guys you want to win.
Yeah, but I mean, stats wise, he wasn't even that great.
Well, he was great on fucking Friday,
Yeah.
wasn't he? I mean, over the weekend he didn't really have to do anything.
I mean, for the week, let's just look at this real quick. For the week, what did he do?
Can't say I didn't see a good performance coming out of him, because he's been really hot the last month. Like,
He was
good
trending.
finish. He was definitely trending. It's just, what was his number? 90? I know people had like $120, $170, but I don't think we had that, did we?
No, I never saw anything like that. Not that I was looking. I mean, he gained less than 2 on approach, little over 2 off the tee.
Man, that was big off the tee for him.
Yeah, that's true. Over 8 putting. So yeah, I mean, it was fine. Like, even look at Cam last year. A lot of his stats were putting too.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great putter. That's one of
I
his
just think great
qualities.
putters win the Open.
Yeah, especially these flat. Everything goes in. I mean, he was trending. I mean, he what, 3 straight top tens coming in.
Yeah, I think.
Um,
Yeah.
Played well at the Scottish. I know that. Second at the Travelers, I believe.
Yep.
But he won this event on Friday after he made eagle on 18. And I just kept waiting for him to fucking go in a fairway bunker, but he's too. That just never happened. He's too straight of a hitter. I know he's short, but
Yeah, he was second, 9th, 12th before this.
yeah. And his stats were great, right?
Yeah, 4.6, 4.4 approach, 6 approach. I didn't see what he did at the Scottish, but yeah, I mean, before this, he missed a cut at PGA. See what else? I guess was that the only major he played in? I mean, missed the cut at the Masters, 43rd at the U.S. Open. So he had miscut, 43rd in the majors.
Yeah, he pops from time to time. I remember he was leading after 36 or 54, the first Brooks win at Erin Hills.
Yep.
And he was also in the mix DJ's US Open at Oakmont. It was like him and Lowry were in the mix. So I mean, he's been in contended in majors, but I mean, he hasn't won since 2017. He's always that guy that, like, he's going to finish well for you, but he's never going to complete the deal.
Yeah. Did you see everyone get pissed about the hunting photo of him?
Yeah.
That was kind of weird. Yeah, I never thought he'd. I mean, the last 2 major winners, Wyndham Clark and Brian Harmon. I mean, after such a strong start with Rahm and Brooks,
I know.
and I know, like, I don't know. Do you see that? Do you see that Golf Digest piece everyone's pissed about?
No, what's that?
So it was actually written by Joel Beal, who blocked me for some unknown reason. I literally have no idea why, but he wrote something saying the Open Championship was a dud. And everyone's like up in arms and pissed about it. But I actually agree.
I didn't. I watched the front 9 Sunday, and then I went to the beach.
Yeah, I mean, he was very complimentary of Harmon in it, deservedly so. Harmon was great, but he just said it was a dud because, like, there was no excitement, there was no real stars that were going to win. But I thought I mean, I watched all of it still, but I just thought, it was kind of a shitty Open. The course was great, but it seems like actually, a lot of these times at this course, you've got some separation.
Oh yeah, every time. The last 3, obviously.
That's good. The best player in the week deserves to win, and he was the best player for the week. He was just not making mistakes, and I guess that's what it was all about. Yeah, I mean, does this put Harmon in obviously a different category?
It has to, but yeah. Yeah, it has to, right? He's top 20 player in the world now, I guess.
He's 10th now. Who'd you compare?
No way, really?
Yeah, he's 10th.
Shut the fuck up.
It's
Holy
crazy.
shit.
Majors are heavily weighted, but who would you compare him to career-wise? Say, like, he finishes now with that one major. Is he like who else has done kind of what he has 2 PGA Tour wins?
He had 2 he won the Wells. What else did he win? You got it up?
I don't know, something shitty. John Deere or something. And he's not Stuart Sink.
No, he's probably like I was gonna say Keegan.
Yeah, he won the John Deere in 2014 and then the Wells in 2017. That's it.
Or Duffner. But Duffner won more than him. I guess he's not over yet.
I mean, so he might.
Is he like a Keegan?
I guess, but Keegan's won more too. I mean,
maybe is he a Duffner?
I guess, but Duffner, like you said, had won some regular events. Keegan's won 6 events.
Poor man's Louis?
Yeah, I mean, he could be a poor man's Louis, but it's just weird. You don't see guys like. I think I even saw this was the first, or since somewhere. I don't know exactly the stat, but one of the first players to win their first major at age like 37 or something, or higher.
Wow.
Like he's not young. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be like a Willett. So I mean, he might be one of the worst major winners ever.
No, there's like Wai Yang, fucking
yeah, Wai was pretty good, wasn't he?
Ben Curtis, fucking Sean McKeel.
Yeah. But yeah, but I mean, he's definitely up there with one of the least notable major winners ever. Yeah, Wai only won once, Honda Classic.
Yeah. Do you think he can win another major?
No.
This is just a career week for him.
Yeah, and it's going to happen, I guess.
All right, I don't really want to talk about Brian Harmon, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
guy did ruin the Open. He won by 6 shots.
Yeah, that sucked. How about Rory? Talk about him.
What's there to talk about? It's just typical Rory performance.
Yeah, it was just.
Why I never had the feeling he was going to win. I know you did. I just never. I know you wanted me to bet like a 25 at one point. I'm just like, I don't think he's going to win. His driving he wasn't hitting his fairways as well as he had been. He got lucky on Friday a couple times, and just similar backdoor T5.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So now he's officially going to go, I believe, a decade. We won the PGA Championship in July 2014, so I guess it'll be a decade in next July without winning one. But yeah, calendar year wise, I mean, 2014 to 2024. I mean, who knows if he's going to win one next year? Obviously, the course is going to set up for him really well once again, but they always do. Yeah, he only gained
going back to Valhalla, right? Next
Valhalla,
year that he won, and we're going to
Pinehurst.
Pinehurst. He's won in, obviously, he won Wells like 3 times in Carolina, as well as South Carolina Kiowa major. So he's had success in that area, as well as Congressional, which is in DC.
Then they're going to Troon.
Troon, home of Stenson and fucking Phil's duel. That was one of the best duels I've ever seen too, by the way.
It was. Oh, so good. So good. Stenson, by the way, I mean, he had a great Open for us. I mean, I don't think I've ever had as much conviction on a 400-1 guy who's 47 years old and he comes T13. So I'm happy with how that played out. I don't care if he top
I
10.
needed one more fucking putt. I needed one more fucking putt.
He couldn't make a putt over the weekend, but I mean, he was fucking great all week stat wise. He was unbelievable.
You know, I wish I had the top 20. Oh, the
And
top
like we
5 would have paid out like an outright too. It was like 65-1. I got the top 5 on.
and like we said, those fairways were going to be crucial, and I that's what I was looking at going into it. Harman hit 85.7. Let me see. Harman put 73% of his fairways. Stenson hit 71% of his fairways. Homa hit 77. Like those are the guys who are drilling fairways, but Rory only hit 48.
Yeah, looked like it. What do you think of Rory? Is he going to get one next year?
I mean, no.
I mean, the last 2 years, he's like, besides that Masters this year, I mean, he's just there. He's top 5 every fucking major.
Yep.
He's got to get one at some point, don't you think?
You would think so. I mean, he said this after the round, and he's right on this. There was a stretch of time where he wasn't like, not only was he not winning majors, he was really playing pretty poorly in all of them.
Yeah, but now he's just, it's an automatic there.
Yeah. I mean, I think, I don't know.
I don't think he's ever winning Augusta.
No, I don't either.
Opinion.
I'd put it at 50-50 whether he ever wins one again.
Really? He's just never going to win one?
I mean, what's he, 34 now? You see Brandel say he's out of his prime now?
Yeah, kind of is. He probably has 5 years left.
Of good golf, but I mean...
You can still win in your 40s.
You can. But like what, DJ went on a crazy run when he was, 36?
Yep. So,
I mean, yeah, he can. But I just think the longer it goes, the more difficult it's going to be when he finally gets, have an actual chance. Like this year, did he really have a chance? LACC was his chance.
He definitely had a chance there. Didn't really have a chance at Oak Hill. Oak Hill and this were basically the same.
Yeah. So
he was kind of lurking, but never like on Saturday, he kind of like had it going early. He was 3 under through 5 holes, I think.
Yeah.
And then he just parred out.
I mean, do you think if someone was able to put more pressure on Harman, he would have folded a bit?
I think so, yeah. And everybody was following Rahm and Vic group and the Rory group. So like he's not playing with that many people around him.
They weren't even like clapping when he would make good shots.
No, they all hated his guts. Because he fucking ruined the Open.
Everyone's pissed about that. Like, I think it's fine. They don't have to root for some fucking Southern redneck American to win the Open.
Right. Why would they do that?
Like, I know they're supposed to be classy and all that other stuff. And I'm not saying they should have chirped him the whole time, but they don't have to clap when he makes good shots.
Right. I'm sure they weren't clapping for Cam Smith last year. Everybody and their mother wanted Rory to win on that fucking golf course.
Yeah.
I mean, Rory's had 2 in the last 5 majors. He's had 2 legit chances: St. Andrews and LACC.
Yep. He should have won both
before
of those.
That.
Don't think so.
No, he kind of did the same thing at the PGA with the one JT won, Southern Hills.
Yeah,
he did this week.
And Brookline, was he kind of in the mix there? Not really.
He did the same thing.
Yeah. In the Masters, he backstops he holds off from the bunker.
Yeah. So 2 of the last 5, he's had a chance to win.
So I mean, you'd think he's gonna have another chance. But I don't know. Guess we'll see on him. Vic had a great Saturday, bad Sunday.
Bad front 9 on Sunday. He kind of pulled it around, but he was like 5 over through 9 holes. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I don't know if he's a bad weather guy.
I agree with that big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. But he I mean, second to last group, so he's gonna get one. I don't know when, but he's gonna soon. Who else do we have? Oh, the bet that we made, we didn't think had a shot in hell, ended up being our best bet. Jason Day finished 2.
That's unbelievable. Were you surprised he played that well?
Yeah, Plus, he was all over the map on Saturday. Holy shit, he hit 4 fairways.
I mean, it was impressive to see him play so well after being horrible for so long. Like, at least when he won, I wanted him to be back. At least this gives me hope that maybe he is.
Yeah,
He could win the Masters next year.
definitely could. I jumped on Cam at the Masters with you. 28.
Where's the 28?
Still on DraftKings as we speak.
I'll have to bet it. Just fucking money, man. Dwindles on that thing.
I know. Hit the Akshay bet though, so I had some cash. I was like, all right, I'm gonna bet
that's
Cam.
great.
Tom Kim finished second on a tour angle.
That was strange.
Is Tom Kim hot right now?
Yeah, I
Go
think
back
he
to
is.
back at the window.
He could. He certainly could.
We're definitely betting Sanjay at the window again.
My over bet hit. You weren't too sure on that one.
Oh yeah, Harmon gave you a little run. He could have made some more birds.
Yeah, but 6 is enough. I don't think he's going to win by 10.
Yeah. Oh, Rambo, 63.
Glad to see him
a
back.
chance?
No, I didn't think he had any chance because there's no way he was going that low 2 days in a row. And there a lot of people out there were like, he's the guy. If there's a guy who can catch Harmon, it's him. Like, I never for a second thought he had any chance whatsoever.
Yeah, I thought it was Tommy that was going to be the guy if somebody would catch him. I didn't really think anyone was catching him, but I thought it was going to be Tommy.
Tommy played great until that. Not great, but didn't make any bogeys until he got caught in the forest down on 17. But he was disappointing. I mean, I said this on like Friday night or Saturday. He, if he was ever going to win a major, that was the perfect best spot for him ever to be in, because he was the closest guy to Harmon, but also there wasn't an immense amount of pressure on him because he was 5 shots back.
Yep.
Going into the weekend, like it was just perfect for him. I feel like he didn't make fucking days straight.
I know.
He was pretty dejected after the tournament too.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all.
So he kind of missed his window when he was playing all that great.
I definitely did. Yeah, I don't think it's happening for him. Sucks.
Scotty
maybe,
almost missed
maybe
the cut.
St. Jude. Scotty almost missed the cut and he finished 23rd.
Yeah, I mean that was crazy that he had. Do you see how he made the cut?
I saw the bunker shot. Yeah.
He's that close from missing the cut, which is everyone thought he was a guarantee for a top 10, top 5, but he wasn't. That just shows you it's hard to sustain that form. And the fact that he hasn't won this year as much as he should have. Like, I think he's going to win the BMW.
Where's that?
That's where Rom and DJ dueled.
Makes a lot of sense. I mean, isn't he just going to win the tour championship though?
Probably. Was he good there when Rory chased him down last year? Or was he?
He was good until fucking Rory fucking put pressure on him and he sucked ass.
Yeah, I was on a bachelor party. I don't really remember. I just remember winning.
He wasn't that good, to be honest with you. As soon as Rory put pressure on him, he sucked.
Yeah. So, I mean, overall, it is what it is. I was never betting Harmon. Didn't expect him to win. I don't know. I think part of it is like a bias of guys who can win majors, the best players, and the Open. I guess from now on, you got to think, who would you bet in this tournament if it was called, something different?
Right. That's a good point.
Like, I think from now on, that's how we got to approach it.
The random major.
Yeah, because in theory, Harmon made perfect sense. We're looking for guys who hit fairways. Distance we didn't think was that big of a factor. Good putters, right?
Yep. I mean, look at the top 3. You got Harmon, Tom Kim, Sepp. You got Grillo there, Shabanka Sharma.
That was a weird ass leaderboard.
Matthew Jordan.
Yeah. I liked Alex Fitz a lot on DraftKings. I didn't get him in the right lineup, but I played a little bit of him.
Yeah, he finished -2. Rosner was around for a while. Yeah, a bunch of randos.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the most random leaderboards ever. So cool, I guess. Whatever. Open was cool. what was much better was Akshay. Oh my God, that was amazing.
I thought he was running out of holes, and then fucking Pat Rogers. What a loser that guy is.
Yeah, you told me Akshay was toast about 4 different times. I kept telling you, no, he's not.
I thought he was out of holes.
I think you were just depressed from the Open
I probably was.
because
Yeah. He
that's
just had so
format.
many chances, and he wasn't making the putts. In that format, you have to make birdies. Like
You
bogeys
do.
don't really matter.
It was amazing how close he was to losing. Like Rodgers just had to make one of those putts on the last 3 or 4 holes, and it was over because
Yep.
bogey, you only lose a point. It's just not enough. And Rodgers, I mean, he is definitely, as a professional, the biggest loser ever.
I know he was in a divot, but come on, you have to get that on the green, right?
He hit it so fat, it wasn't even close.
It was fucking 25 yards short of the green
The
from
second he swung it,
130 yards.
right when he swung, I was like, that's fat. I could just tell, like, immediately.
How does he not? It's not. It's a wedge. And the divot wasn't like a big divot, right?
No,
It was
130
just,
yards.
it was a sand-filled divot.
It wasn't that bad. How about Akshay? He took his hand off. I thought he sprayed it.
What is? Oh, the tee shot. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. He just pumped it though. Sweet.
he is so fucking good. I mean, we talk about like his somewhat struggles on these events. We talk about him being like only a coastal player, but it's crazy. He's fucking 21.
I know.
He's so young.
I kind of felt bad for Rogers.
Yeah, I mean,
Never won. If I didn't have the Akshay ticket, I think I would have. Actually, no, I would have been rooting for Akshay because I love Akshay. But if it was like a different guy against Rogers and I had no money invested, I would have been rooting for Rogers.
Halpert. I don't think anyone agreed with me. He looks like Halpert. The picture that I
think
sent
it does.
looks fucking just like him.
Yeah. But 31, guy's been like sniffing a win like every year and just doesn't because he's a fucking loser.
Huge loser, and obviously a great college player. Not as great as Rose Zhang, but pretty good.
Or Tiger Woods out of Stanford.
He's better than Tiger Woods. One more win.
He was heralded as like the next Tiger out of Stanford.
No one ever mentions that he had one more win, but he played one full extra season. Like, don't you think that's pretty relevant to the stat?
Yeah, exactly. That putt Akshay had to get into the playoff. Oh, the stones on him. Holy hell.
I was so horny during that putt. And he had a great celebration. I was fucking screaming. My son was rooting for him. You guys saw the video.
Yeah, I had the kids watching it too. They were pumped. We were giving the evil thumb to Rogers the last like 4 holes. It was sweet.
Yeah, I think the young fans can kind of resonate with Akshay. He's like he's a Gen Z.
There we go.
Not that either of
it's
our
good
kids
though
old
that
enough.
he's got his now he's a full edge member, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he got fucked with the COVID shit when he turned pro and all that. We've talked about it on this pod, but it's good that he's now like he's getting FedEx points now. He's in the top 50, right?
Yeah, he's a simp though.
What do you mean?
You know what a simp is?
What?
Like with his girl. He's over the top.
Is he?
Yeah, he his post round interview. Didn't love this.
I didn't watch it.
He was crying because of like how much his girlfriend means to him.
The one that caddied for him?
Yeah, they're not even married or anything. They've been dating for like a year.
He's in love.
Yeah, but he's like, I don't know, man. It's a little much for the post round interview. He was crying about how she's like, she makes my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in the morning.
What?
Like how much she does for him. And it was like the most basic fucking things ever. And then
Well, his whole life's golf. What is he supposed to do?
yeah, I think his whole
Not
life's
like
golf.
he said, never had. Did he even go to high school?
Probably not.
Yeah, I know he didn't go to college, but what else is it? What else does he have? I can't imagine he has. Actually, he mentioned that he was good friends with Rogers. How is that possible?
Is he?
10
Yeah,
years
that's weird.
younger.
More than that. I think he just loves fucking.
Akshay's the man, though. I love Akshay. We've been chasing that one for a while. I'm so glad we hit his first win on the PGA.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, I was even considering putting that up there on my wall of fame behind me. Akshay at the Barracuda, alternate event, because I love him. But yeah, you know what? It is kind of gives you a little peek into like, and I was talking to someone about this on Twitter. Like these guys' personal lives, they really, especially golf, like there's such an impact on their game.
Yeah, for sure.
When these guys are young and they're like, but they're dating and having fun and honestly having a lot of sex, like really just like enjoying their lives, it seems like they play a lot better. But then they get married and then it becomes a chore and responsibility and you got the kids and all that stuff. A lot of these guys start playing worse. And you see it happen with so many different players that it's like, it can't be a coincidence.
Right, here's a couple. JT, he got married over the winter.
Yep. I mean,
Ricky got married, had a kid. Now his game's coming back.
yep.
It'd be interesting to see what happens with Brooks. His wife's having a kid like next couple months. I think after the Ryder Cup, he said she's due.
Yeah, after Rahm had a second, that's when he started playing poorly this time.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
mean,
This time, beginning of last year, he was sucking, right?
it was, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, family hits hard. Family
Homa
hits
just
hard.
had a kid, and that was when he started playing bad too.
He did, yeah. I'm sure there's others too.
I mean, Tiger was playing great when he was doing. I mean, he's not like he stopped doing the fucking afterwards, but when he was doing it in a carefree manner was when he was at his best.
Yeah, he just let that hog out.
Yeah,
all times of the day.
So yeah, it is interesting. So
Before we get into the 3M, let's go through some Ryder Cup stuff. Is Harmon
Okay.
on the team?
Has to be, right?
I think so.
No one else was grabbing the spot, so like no one else has a strong enough case to go over the Open champion.
Yeah, it's tough. You can't really leave the Open champion out if you have to you're taking Brooks and Wyndham and two other
Right.
majors.
I mean, if there's a guy, say JT had just one event, like if these other guys who are in contention had a stronger case, then you maybe could make it. But there's just no one has a strong enough case.
Right.
So yeah, he has to be on the team.
Is JT going to be on the team?
He definitely should not be.
Definitely should not be.
But is he going to be? Maybe. It's Zach's comments made it seem like he's going to try to find a way to get him on.
They should just keep him off. I mean, Ricky's a perfect replacement to play with Spieth.
It is exactly. So let's do our teams. Who do you got for US?
All right, so the top 6 we have the same, right? The qualifiers: Scheffler, Clark, Brooks, Xander, Cantlay, and Homa are the top 6.
Yep.
All right, then I went Spieth,
Mm-hmm.
Ricky,
Yep.
Morikawa,
Yep.
Finau.
Yep.
That's 10. Harmon.
Yep.
And Keegan.
Wow.
I don't even know if Morikawa or Finau deserve to be on the team, but
yeah, I had Spieth, Colin, Young, Harmon, Finau, Ricky.
So you had Young over Keegan.
Yeah.
I just don't know if Young's done enough this year to warrant it.
Well, yeah, I think that
he could.
Major finish helps.
That was one major though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Maybe not. And Roy, yeah, Keegan won.
Keegan has 2 wins. 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you might be right. Keegan probably right now deserves it over Young. I guess maybe I'm part of that is projecting. I think Young's going to probably do something here soon.
Yeah, seems like it.
But that team sucks.
If JT was to replace somebody, I would have him replace Keegan, I guess. Finau?
I mean, I guess there's also the argument Finau's not playing great either. But he has a win. He's won Mexico, right?
Yep. Does he have 2 wins in this calendar year?
Maybe, but is winning a smaller event enough to overtake JT, who...
Yeah, he won Mexico and Houston in the fall.
Also, it's a 2-year sample here. So, I mean, isn't JT's major win in the Ryder Cup window?
Is it a 2-year sample?
Well, it's been 2 years since the last Ryder Cup.
Yeah, but they do the President's Cup.
Yeah, true. I mean, I think they're going to put him on.
I kind of do too. I don't think he deserves to be on.
I didn't like his comments either, saying like, I bring a lot to the team, like about saying how much he loves and all this other stuff. If I was him, I would say, I think I need to play better to earn a spot and try to get a win on
I
his
mean,
way.
Spieth brought a lot to the team too, and he didn't make it that one year.
I know. He should not be on the team. Simple as
But
that.
it's his. It is him and Spieth's team though. It's like they're the leaders of the team.
No, it's Cantley and Nexus team. So
Man, that team sucks.
I hate that team. Like, if you haven't bet that plus 185, you got to get your prick out of your hand and go to the internets, because there's no way you shouldn't bet, even if you think U.S. wins. It's not that Europe should not be plus 185. What have they lost? One on home soil in the past decade?
No, not in the last decade. The last time the U.S. won on European soil was like 93, I think.
Yeah. So last 30 years. So it's just crazy because everyone wants to bet the U.S. And some people they saw the President's Cup team. Like, that team was good, but they shouldn't
all
have got
all the President Cup, all the international players were banned.
I know. Oh yeah, all the
Their
best
best player was on live.
And they I still think they should have, roster wise, they should have blew them out way more than they did.
Yeah, actually, their two best players were on live at the time, Smith and Neiman.
Yeah, and then you get the Cam Leishman team might be their best team.
Yeah, and then you also had Louis. There's definitely a few other Mito. Oh, it was Mito. Mito was on the team.
Yeah, but you could have a Neiman Mito, which is better than a Mito Munoz.
Yeah, I mean, who are they rolling out? Fucking KH Lee,
KH Lee, Pendrith,
Seabez.
that team is horrible. So I think Euro's gonna fucking pound them.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see similar to what we saw in France.
Yeah, but with that being said, people, they just want to conflate all things that are similar into being the same, and it's like, this place, Marco Simone, is not Le Golf National.
No,
Bombers have won at this course. I know they're going to set it up differently, but look at the winners at the Italian Open every year.
who is it? I know Morank's won one.
Morank, I think Nikolai.
Did Bob Mack win one?
Bob Mack, beat Fitz in a playoff. Big hitters have done really well here. So, I think.
Well, doesn't that help the U.S.?
It's supposed to, but when you get fucking Colin, Keegan, Harmon.
Well, Keegan's a bomber.
I wouldn't call him a bomber, but he's up there. But I mean, look at this Euro team is different. You got to get
Clark though. Clark has never played. He's a bomber.
He is, but I just think this Euro team, it's not Stenson, Rose, Poulter.
No, it is Rose.
It is Rose, but it's not, that identity is a little bit different. Rory, Rahm, Vic now.
All right, so we got Rory, Rahm, Vic, Hatton, Fleetwood, Fitz, Rose. You're
Bob
8.
Mack.
Bob Mack is qualified as of now. Is he on your team if he doesn't get qualified?
I think probably.
Okay, so there's 9. Then Lowry. Forgot to say Lowry. Lowry makes 9. And then my last 3 are Sepp.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they really want him on the team, but I mean, he's playing too well.
Why? Because he's weird?
I don't know, he's from Austria. Is that really European?
No, it doesn't seem like it.
He doesn't even play on the Euro Tour ever.
I think Austria should be world.
Yeah. And then I got Ludwig. I don't know what he has to do to be on the team, but he should be on the team. I guess contend in an event coming up, hopefully this week. And Morank is my last guy.
Those are mine as well.
Is there any others that you think, like, people are talking about fucking Rye? Why the fuck would Rye be on this team?
It's because they think this is like golf national. They're trying to find like plotters, but that's never how Euro operates in choosing their players.
Right.
And two, fuck Rye.
I guess the other one would be Hogard.
He's the only one who I would even consider. Like,
Unless
I
you want to
mean,
look at Seamus Power and Norin.
nah. Could you put Nikolai over Straka?
I don't think so, man. Straka just won. He fucking almost won the St. Jude last year. Was in the playoff with Willie Z. I mean, he made the top. I think he finished top 15 in the FedEx Cup. He was just second at the Open.
Okay, so you could have Straka. So yeah, that's who I got.
I don't want him on that team, but I think he's just on it.
And do you have to have Moran because he won in Italy?
You don't have to. I could choose somebody over Moronk, but who?
You got to like that Moran just won at the course.
Right. But there's nobody like that. And who are the contenders? Nikolai?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like that 12. And it's not, this last guy is not going to play that much.
No, not at all.
I wonder.
They'll play one time as a team and then one as a single.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we got to get into 3M here.
Okay.
All right. We are at TPC Twin Cities. It's the 5th time we've played this year. Used to be a senior tour event course. It's an Arnold Palmer design, 7,431 yard par 71. The course is really flat, which makes sense. Bryson won here. Did he win? No, he lost in the playoffs. Sorry. Bent grass greens. There's a lot of water in play here. I mean, I remember we were on Champ when he won 2 years ago. When we got a video from Stu Feiner afterwards.
That's right.
We were on
shout out half for that.
Yeah, 125 to 1. But there's definitely blow up potential, and it's not as easy as a course that you would think. The 4 winners so far have been Wolf at 21, Thompson at 19, Cam Champ was 15 under when he won, and then Tony Finau was 17 under when he won. So
Champ was clubbing down a lot, remember?
Yeah.
I mean, he's the longest guy on tour, so he probably has to, but
yeah, this is a place where you can find trouble. It's not like a birdie fest. You got to make birdies, but you also got to avoid those huge numbers, which are definitely out there. So I think off the tee is important. Approach is really important. Birdies. There's a bunch of par fours, 450 to 500. I looked at opportunities gained as well because it looks like this is a place where sometimes putters who aren't typically good can putt pretty well because the greens are really flat.
a lot of crossover too with the Rocket, right?
It's insane amount of crossover with the Rocket. So before we start, actually, I made a little model, mini model of just the Rocket and the 3M and who's done good at both. And like, there's a lot of similarities here. Actually, I'm not even going to show it, but I'm just going to read it. You got Finau, Hadwin, Pendrith, M, Noren, Davis, Taryn, Young, Merritt, Poston, Grillo, Garnett, Spawn, Decky. Those like the top 10 or 12 who've done really well at both courses.
Yeah, you just look at it. Finau won both last year. Wolf won this and lost to Morikawa.
No, he won.
No, he won over Morikawa and he lost to Bryson at the Rocket.
Yeah, lost to Bryson at the Rocket.
Okay. And then obviously Bryson
was good.
One.
Yeah.
Hadwin plays well at both.
Yep. Who else? Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. They're pretty similar layouts. Cam,
similar area of the country.
Yep.
Bent greens, all that shit.
Yeah. Decky, I think, has played both decently. I think Snedeker has played both decently.
Yeah, Snedeker's played here once. He has an 11th.
And he was good at Rocket too. So a lot of crossover, and I think that's going to be a big part of it this week. So yeah, I actually have a pretty good feeling about this week. Me and you settled on a vast majority of our card really early and easy.
Yeah, very decisive this week. We had to make one decision. Once we made that decision, we just started betting the guys. So I don't know. We want to talk about that decision here with the odds.
Yeah, one of the first three guys in the odds, Cam Young, 14-1. He opened at. We talked over the weekend. He definitely is a great course fit for this place. He makes a lot of sense for this place, but getting deep into contention at the Open, I don't think is going to translate as well to going out and winning an event. But obviously, he could.
Definitely could. He'd be the one guy I'd be worried about at the top. You're looking at Finau 12, Young 14, and then the two Asians, Sanjay and Hideki, 18-1. The only four under 20. Yeah, Cam Young, he just misses so many putts.
He does.
He's a terrible putter.
His stats were really, really good at the Open.
Yeah, they had to have been good at the John Deere too, right?
They were good at the end. He gained 10 strokes on approach at the Open.
Jesus. What do you do at the Deere?
6.8 off the tee. 16.4 strokes ball striking.
Wow. What do you do at the Deere?
At the Deere. Let's see. I mean, Deere, he wasn't great. 3.5 off the tee, 0.1 on approach.
Yeah, okay. Is he just a really good Open player?
It could be that.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know Finau won after coming over from Scotland last year, but he wasn't in contention. And I think we used this after the PGA or after the U.S. Open.
Yeah, with Rory and
Just guys
Ricky.
Just guys who are deep into contention in a major. I don't think they go and win the next week. Like I think we want to see guys who. I think a guy can like Finau finish 25th or something at the Open last year and then goes and wins this. I think that's doable. I'm not saying the travel from England or whatever is going to be a huge detriment, but I think deep into contention in the Open, the emotional toll it takes, then the travel and all that stuff, I think it makes it tough.
Yep, I agree.
Not to mention Sunday it was raining, like it was a miserable day. What other major was that when it was miserable on Sunday? Masters?
I know Masters was miserable on Saturday. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, I remember talking about that and be like, the guys aren't going to go and out from a miserable day and then come and win the next week.
Yeah, and then Fitz won.
Yeah, that's what it was. Heritage we were talking about.
I'm talking about probably Vic at the time because he was in contention and Cantlay.
Yes. And he started hot. So if Cam starts hot too, you got to think about that. They can run out of steam. It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to look maybe to live bet him at some point, but I don't really care that much.
You like eating ice?
I'm just in my water.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you had a couple of ice chips there.
No. All right. So we had to make the decision. Cam Young at 14 and maybe a couple other guys, or we can bet a nice 6-7 pack. And we went with a 6-7 pack.
Yeah. I think that's the way to go this week. Like Cam, sure, but
what about the two Asians there, Sanjay and Hideki? Sanjay's winning next week, right?
Yeah, Sanjay's winning next week, I think. He's been good, not great at both Rocket and 3M. Like I feel like he's just always 10th, 11th, 12th. He was up there in that model.
He was second last year.
Was he?
Yeah.
No one was close to Finau, was he? Were they?
No. This is the one. Remember we saw it in the Full Swing episode with Piercy?
Oh, yes. That was so funny. Piercy was winning this thing the whole time. Finau was like 4 back to start the day, and he was like 5 up by the 5th hole.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. There's a lot of blow up potential here.
Sanjay and Grillo tied for second, 3 shots behind
We were
Finau.
on Grillo.
We were on Grillo. Oh, I remember he got stuck in that bunker. He's a terrible chipper.
Yes. So, yeah, this course, I actually like this event.
I do too. I like the Rocket. Actually, I don't like the Rocket. I like this better than the Rocket. The Rocket's
Yeah,
all right. I just know the guy. We just know the guys to bet at the Rocket. I'm not a big fan of the course, but this course has trouble.
it does. It does have trouble. And that
All right.
Cam
Go ahead.
Champion was great. The Cam Champion was great.
Oh, it was incredible.
Gets
We
up and
knew
down on 18.
we knew he was going to win too on Monday.
Louis was chasing him.
Louis was?
Yeah.
I don't
Louis and
remember
Charles.
that. I don't remember that at all.
Louis and Charles came second and third.
Yeah, I just remember him clubbing down a lot and worked out well. And we went to him because he showed life at the John Deere the week prior.
Yep. That's right.
Anything on Hideki? He played well last week, 13th. I don't know what his stats were, but I don't see him winning this.
Yeah. I don't think. I mean, yeah, his stats weren't even good at the Open.
They weren't?
No, mostly putting.
Oh, okay. Another bad putter at the Open. Okay. I guess you got to talk about this one guy. 20-1, Justin Thomas.
Could he win? Yeah, sure, but I don't see any actual reason to bet him.
Yeah.
Do you?
No, not at 20.
And especially with trouble off the tee, like he could go in the water.
Yeah.
Would it shock you if he played good though?
I could see him playing like he did at the Travelers.
Like he did at the Rocket. Wasn't he ninth at the Rocket?
No, that was the Travelers.
Okay. And
The
they
Rocket,
sucked
he
at
missed the
Rocket.
cut. Yep.
Yeah, fuck him. He's not winning.
All right. Then you get Grillo 25 and
Jeez.
Sepp 30, both off of great Open performances.
Well, let's hope that them being someone in the final 2 or 3 groups at the Open hurts them. Grillo, I would obviously love here, but I mean, the guy's been a loser his entire life. He's going to win twice in a month.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And then Sepp.
Separated out first in my model.
He was not in mine. I love my model rankings this week. Woodland was first in mine. But Sepp was 11th. But is Sepp going to be popular?
Popular bet?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He
first
just
and
won.
Second, last 2 events.
I mean, we typically don't bet guys who just won. And I'm not going to bet this guy who just won. Could he be good? Yeah, sure. But no.
He's really good at bogey avoidance, second, and really good making birdies.
Yep.
Second and birdies are better. Guy drills long putts. Pisses me off.
I just think he's going to hit a wall. Just won and then played well there. Like, what more can he do? It was great in approach, though. Gained over 8 strokes on approach.
Yeah. Yeah, I get no interest in those guys. I mean, I'm more worried about Grillo, I think, than Sepp.
Yeah, Grillo could be good. I mean, obviously was good here when he was in the, I think he's second to last group last year here. He's playing well. I mean, I was happy to see him play well in a major, weren't you?
Yeah, he's never done that before.
His best ever major finish. So this shows too. What's he, 31 or 32, like 33? These guys can peak a little bit later. He's always had the talent. So I love him as a player, but no this week.
All right, 35-1 range. You got Jaeger, Tagala, Ludwig, Woodland.
We bet Ludwig.
We bet Ludwig. We've been on him. 35, I think, said okay number. Right?
I was going to say it's really fair. I thought he was going to be 24, 22.
After that, I know he missed the cut at the Scottish, but after what was it, Canadian? His approach numbers weren't that great, but they came back at the Deer, right?
Yes.
And off the tee, he's just been fucking ass.
Look at the guys who win this event: Champ, Finau, and Wolf.
Yep.
They just off the tee. This guy is fucking incredible.
He's the best. I think he's the best behind Rory.
Like he is 2020 Wolf and last year's Finau and all his. He's incredible, and I love seeing that approach back at the Deer. This guy's first playing Scottish Open. Who gives a fuck about that result? And he only lost 0.1 to the field total, so I think he just must have missed it on the number.
I think he had a good Thursday too. He was like -3, and then he just sucked.
And I think this is a perfect course fit for him. It really is.
Yeah, the only thing with Wolf was like 150 to 1 at the time.
Yeah.
Um,
We just
but
hit Akshay. Now we hit the other young stud.
yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in on Ludwig. I'm not gonna miss a Ludwig win. Hitting Akshay's first win was pretty sweet.
It was. I fucking love Aberg. Great course for him. Long and straight, which is exactly what we want. Who else did you say there? Woodland.
Woodland's 35 and Tagala.
Tagala. Why is? I mean, like, Aberg's a great number. Tagala's playing like shit.
Yeah, I don't get it.
People just fucking love Tagala.
And Jaeger's playing well, but I mean that number sucks too.
That number sucks, and he sucks. Like he could he win? Yeah, but he just strikes me as a loser.
Yeah, I can picture him being around. To be honest with you,
I definitely can too. Like, the same thing he did before when at the Deer he was kind of hung around, finished like 19th. The week before he was in contention. I just think we aren't Jaeger guys.
no. We bet him that one time. That's the only time I think I'm gonna bet him in a non-fall event.
Yeah. Let's just see. My Aberg was 4th in my model. Last 24 rounds, 3rd off the tee, 6th birdie or better, 4th opportunities gained, and he's 8th from 450 to 500, which is that key range this week.
Love that.
Yeah, so I think he's a smash play. Love him. He's my number one pick to win.
Okay, then we get into the 40. Wow, this number moved up. Fuck. 40 range.
Oh, what do you think about Woodland? Any like him at all?
Nah.
Okay.
You like him?
He was first in my model. He's been playing a little bit better. Was kind of in the mix, not in the mix at the Open, but he played better than I thought he would. But his stats weren't great, so whatever.
Yeah, he finished 55th. I don't know.
I thought he'd be 60.
He just doesn't have any. He doesn't contend.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. All right. 40s. You got Rogers, Mitchell at 40. Hubbard, Spawn. Now Cam Davis is up to 45. Hadwin 45. That's it.
We bet 2 of these fellows.
No, I bet Davis at 40. It's up to 45.
I wonder why he's moving to 45.
I don't know, but he was one of my first bets this week.
We bet him here last week. Oh, sorry, last year. And we thought we had a little bit of concern because he gets in so much trouble.
Yep.
He was coming off an 8th at the Deer. He finished 16th here, gained 4.3 in approach. I mean, it should be a really good course for him. He won Rocket, which we said is the correlation.
He's played 4 times here. He missed the cut the first year, but then he's 12th, 28th, 16th. So definitely likes it.
His 5.3 in approach at Rocket was his best since 2021.
Wow.
And then he missed the cut of the Scottish, but again, like, it's a different style of golf. You can't expect this guy to go from the Rocket and the John Deere, then all of a sudden play well at the Scottish. It doesn't mean anything if he doesn't.
Why wasn't he in the Open?
I don't know. Didn't qualify, obviously. So I like Cam Davis at 45 to 1. I think that's a fair number. Fits the mold of the guys you want, makes a ton of birdies. You worry about the water with him.
Definitely. But you can club down here.
Didn't he suck to start and then like came back and played well? Because I remember we were worried about the water with him, and then all of a sudden, like 5 holes into it, he was like in the water.
I can show you what he did.
I think he did a bad Thursday.
Shot 70. 70, 68, 70, 69.
Okay. Yeah. So I like that bet. I think 45 is a good number. And then Hadwin. Going back to Hadwin, I think we got to go back to him one more time. I just think Rocket, he was great. This course is so similar. He's playing decently. He missed the cut barely at the John Deere, which again,
He couldn't make shit.
couldn't make a putt. He was coming off a playoff loss. He still gained on approach. That's what I'm worried about with him.
Yep.
So he was still gaining on approach. He's not great off the tee, but he does it in a different way. I think 45 is fair. He's been playing really well. I think you got to go back. If he won this, we were on, we'd be kicking ourselves.
Yep. Played here 3 times, 4th, 6th, 38th. So obviously that correlation with the Rocket is true with him, at least. Yeah, this will be the last time we bet him this year.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely.
No, I don't see betting him at the Wyndham.
No.
But hopefully he likes those bent greens and he rolls it again like he did at the Rocket.
Yeah, I mean, Bombers have won here, but you've got like when who won? Thompson, Michael Thompson won. Was like all irons and putting. So there's other ways to get it done here.
I had one shot a 70 at the Deere round 1, and then the 73, just 1 over, whatever.
I don't think it's a huge thing.
Yeah. So okay, next range. All right, 50 plus. We got. All right, so you got Ludwig, Cam, and Hadwin we're on so far. 50 plus. You got Vin Norman, Ryan Fox, Nikolai, Poston, Akshay, Aaron Rye, 50, and then Lucas Glover sitting at 55 still.
If Norman didn't just win, I would kind of like him a lot here.
Played it good again, too, last week at the CUDA.
He did. This is a really good course for him.
Yep.
But he's not going to win 2 and 3 starts, is he?
I don't think so. I hope not.
But I think if he was just close in those 2 events, I'd definitely be betting him this week.
Said we're taking one last ride on Lucas.
Yeah, one last ride on Lucas. You gotta.
Yeah, we've been on him fucking 3 weeks in a row, and he's performed well all 3 weeks. And this is actually like, I don't understand why he's not like 35.
I know.
To be honest with you.
So last 3 starts, and it's like we get pissed he doesn't win, but 4th, 6th, 5th, gained 6.1 on approach, 4 on approach, and then at the Barbasol he gained 10 on approach. 10. Tee to green, 7, 6, 13. He's just playing so fucking well. And Rocket correlation, he finished 4th there this year and was obviously good there in the past. 3M, he missed the cut the last 2 times, but he was 7th in 2019.
You just got to ride him when he's hot, because he goes through these spells when he's really not hot and when he's really hot. Until he's not hot, you just got to ride him. Hope a win comes.
Yeah, he was not in good form the 2 years where he missed the cut, so it is what it is.
And I like that he took the week off too.
Yeah, I think that's good. Took the week off, but he's hitting the ball better than anybody right now. He was second in my model. Maybe
his wife beat him or something that week. Get him in line for a win.
I hope she did. I get Woodland, Glover, List, Aberg, Decky are my top 5.
Yeah, Glover was second for me. Okay, and then 60 to 1. Pendrith.
Yeah, I like this. I like this bet. I think 60 is a pretty good number for him.
Another guy that's performed well at the Rocket. Right?
Yeah, almost beat Finau here last year. I'm not here at the Rocket.
Was 14th at the Rocket this year. Finished 6th at the Barbasol the weekend or 2 weeks ago. I know he struggled at the CUDA last week. He missed the cut, right?
He did.
It's not always a bad thing. And I just think I see a lot of green on his sheet, and he's starting to play better.
Yeah, he fits the mold of guys who have won here. And then the CUDA, I think the CUDA also is a different kind of layout. Like this is kind of a middle of the country flat golf course. I just don't think you can necessarily comp the CUDA to this.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. So yeah, we're on the big Canadian.
How about Akshay? What do you think about him this week?
He would be a bet if I didn't if he didn't win.
Yeah, we just got some money on him. Like, wouldn't shock me if he played well.
I mean, 50 is a decent number.
He's a mental health guy. Like, he talked about struggling with confidence and shit like that. So I think a win for him is actually going to be massive in terms of what he can start to do now. Do I think he's going to win his very next start? Probably not, though.
Yeah. All right, who else you got? I'm not gonna keep naming names because there's a bunch of guys below 100.
No one, right?
We bet a merit 180.
I see 200. I got a piece of a 200 too.
Yeah, that's nice.
200 to 1. I mean, yeah, this guy, was hot. He's great at the Rocket. Always great at the Rocket. So we have that crossover. And then before finished 17th at the Deer. Yeah, he missed the cut in Scotland. Who gives a shit? Wasn't terrible at the Barbasol, but again, I don't think the best course fit for him here.
Like the CUDA, you mean?
At the CUDA, yeah. He was 7th here in 2019.
Yeah, he has some Michael Thompson in him, right?
Yeah, it's basically the
Same
same guy.
fucking guy. Yeah, why not Merritt? He's starting to play better. I'm in on Merritt.
He was like 80 or 90 at the Rocket.
Yeah, I don't get that.
He's not like some people think form is like carries over. He's not a guy who's going to play well at the. Well, I mean, he did play. He has played well at the Barracuda before, but like I just don't think because he played well at these middle of the country certain types of golf courses, he's going to go across the country and play well. Like doesn't necessarily always translate. Doesn't mean he's still not in good form though.
Right. No, I'm in. Bet the 180. A couple other
So the
guys
question.
want to throw at you.
Okay.
We've been on him a while. Ches, 100.
I think we might have to bet it.
Really?
I don't know. It would suck if he won. We've been on all over him.
He played all right last week too, right?
I think he was like. I remember watching the broadcast. I was like, "Oh, that guy looks like Ches," and it was Ches.
Yeah.
He played okay.
Wow.
I mean,
He did really well. He's fire on approach.
where?
Deer, Rocket, Travelers, last 4 events. Been great.
Yeah. I mean, do we go back to him? We can take
That's
one more guy at like longer odds.
that's one. The other one I have is Eckroat. I like him for the same reasons we bet him at the Rocket, except now not everybody and their mother's on him, and he's the same price.
He's
Guy
been
loves
shit.
bent.
But didn't he suck ass that week, and he sucked ass ever since?
He's only played. Hold on, let me pull it up. He's only played twice since then. For some reason, he was third in my model too. Bomber. Yeah, he played. He was missed the cut at the Rocket and then finished 65th at Scottish.
Did he play last week?
No,
What's his number?
80. He's played this course once. He finished 16th.
Yeah.
Remember, I had all those bent courses that he fucking dominated on.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I don't know. I'm hoping for 100. If I get 100, I'm gonna definitely bet in that.
Okay. Who else?
I think I'll get 100. Who else was I looking at?
James Hahn played well last week.
Yeah, you love Han.
I do love Hahn.
Has he ever played this well?
I don't believe so.
Carson Young? Is he still playing well or no?
No, fuck Carson Young.
Oh, the other one was EVR, only because he went to the University of Minnesota.
Oh, Hahn was 4th here last year.
Was he?
He missed the cut all time. He's missed 2 out of 3 cuts here. 4th was the good one, and then he missed 4 cuts at the Rocket. Can't you see Han winning the 3M?
I don't know. He's only won big events.
Maybe a DraftKings play.
Wells and Genesis is what he won.
Wasn't this the place? No, this is the place EVR was wicked popular a couple years ago.
And he sucked.
Yes, he was. He got hot for a stretch yesterday though.
I know he went to school in Minnesota. I know that. And fuck him. I can't bet EVR. Too much water to bet EVR. Way too much water to bet EVR.
He's lost strokes and approach in 7 straight weeks.
Ches may be the bet.
Yeah, I mean, 100 to 1, I think you can't really go off him. Ches and Eckroat.
Can we add both of them?
80 and 100. We got 30, 35, 45, 45, 60.
Yeah, we can definitely add both of them.
Yeah, we're not really risking that much. Might be an 8-pack.
There we go. Don't hate it.
All right, I'm in on that. You got anything else?
No, not really. So we got this and the Wyndham next week, and then fucking playoffs already.
And the playoffs suck.
I know.
First
70
couple
man,
of events, right?
70. They're not even that good anymore. It's 70-man St. Jude.
It is?
Yeah.
Geez. So, I mean, hopefully the people
70 and then 50 and 30.
Yeah, that sucks. So
Terrible.
The season's over.
Can't even get a good St. Jude anymore. And I don't like how they're going to St. Jude. I like the first 2 playoffs to be different.
I know. St. Jude is its own event.
Yeah. Get rid of one of these shit events. Make the St. Jude it. And then fucking find me 3 playoff events.
Yeah, or just fuck the playoff events altogether because they suck.
You're not going to need money you're not going to need money next year when you get all that Saudi billions.
I know. Yeah, the season's pretty much over. It's pretty depressing, actually.
Yeah.
But the Wyndham's great. We get one more real tournament left.
Yep.
And then do we know what's even happening in the fall?
Yeah, they have a fall schedule.
Like the same normal one?
I believe so.
Sanderson and all that shit?
I think.
All right. I mean,
let me look.
I thought they were doing some fall series or something, or maybe that starts in 2024.
Yeah, you got the Fortinet, and then the Ryder Cup, and then the Worldwide Technology Championship, which is in Mexico, not at Mayakoba, but. And then you got the Butterfield Bermuda, the RSM. These are in November.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So it's like a month
off.
And
then you have, that's it. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah. You got the Sanderson, too, in October after the Ryder Cup. Sanderson, yeah, same thing. Sanderson, Shriner, Zozo.
Where's the Zozo?
It's at
Sherwood?
Nope, it's back in Japan. Narashina.
I hate that place.
So you got 7 fall events.
Well, Ryder Cup will be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, golf season's coming to an end.
It's coming to an end. It's been
a good ride, though.
Absolutely has. We're going to get another winner this week here with Ludwig or maybe one of the other guys.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.